Going live. Going live. And we are live. Cool. Hello. Hello. Hello, people. Right, let's just get some stuff organized by here. Let's move that across. Put that by there. So I don't miss stuff. Cool. I got like 2 windows open by here. I got low latency on. Everything appears to be working. How do I see how many people are watching? That's the next thing. Not that it's that important. Concurrent viewers. None. Okay, that's there. I'm using a new thing. I better put that in the chat in case people can't think. I'm using different live page on YouTube. It's my happy baby Panda. Is it working? Please tell me it's working, because I'm using this like YouTube Studio thing for the first time for streaming, which is kind of weird. So let me know if it's working properly and everything. I'm gonna be playing some Witcher 3, because it's like the best game ever. It was literally between this and the Bannerlord beta. I probably should have played the beta, but I'm not sure if you're allowed to like stream it, because well, I'm not really sure why, but I don't know. Oh cool, my chat's coming up as well. Oh lovely, because I didn't think the chat was going to connect properly, but it has. So I've actually got the chat on the page. Amazing. I'm really pleased it's working properly. You have no idea how happy I am that it's working. Thank you so much. Stream is working fine. Mr. Carmichael, welcome man. Welcome James, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great afternoon / evening. This is pretty good because I've got low latency on and there's literally hardly any. I got 2 screens on my other monitor here. I've got my OBS and then I've got the YouTube Studio page with the feed of the stream sort of minimized, so I can sort of see what's going on. So comments just come on by there now by James, and literally, yeah, it's almost instantaneous. The chat, so YouTube chat come on straight away, and then it's like 2 seconds later it's over there, so that's cool. Hey Panda and DH, I'm good, just got back from gym, training like crazy now, need to get into shape for the summer. I feel the same. I went on the treadmill earlier, but with all these headaches and stuff, I haven't done it for like a week because I'm trying to work out what triggers it, and doing like exercise and stuff. Like last Sunday, I had a really bad headache, and I was on the treadmill for like a good half hour or so beforehand, like going at it like crazy. So I'm not sure whether that has any effect on it or not. So I've taken like a week off from doing exercising and stuff. But then about an hour ago, I went on the treadmill for the first time in a week. So I was going to see how it goes and just sort of go from there with it. But yeah, fingers crossed it goes fine. Right, I'm going to get the game on by here and load into the game, then we'll get the stuff sorted out for you. But yeah, other than that, pretty good so far. This is quite cool because it actually says I got excellent connection and stuff as well. So I might use this again. Just checking all the settings and stuff from it to see how it is, because they're basically like forcing streamers to use like what's it called, the studio option, which I don't really want to use because I prefer using what I'm used to using and have been using for like the past 3-4 years. But if that's the way it's going, I suppose I better get used to it. So, and Sunday's a good day to stream. I can do an hour or so, can't I? So we'll see. Sorry to hear about your cluster headaches. Must be shit to live with. It is. It's awful. I'm gonna like go to the doctor again this week because I'm almost out of my zolmitriptan spray. I've used 5 out of the 6. I've got 1 left in case I have an attack tonight. But it has meant that I've had to like have a day or so in the week where I choose not to use it, which is fucking awful.
Don't let it bother you.
Gear was not just my
Right,
brother.
here we go.
Importantly,
He was my best mate.
Just gonna like turn the volume down in game slightly, because that was a bit deafening then for me at least. If I get the master down to about 80, music to 80, effects. Actually, just we just do 75 on everything. Voice can go down slightly as well. Just change it a little bit.
And now revel on. Time won't wait.
Actually, that's still a bit loud for me. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But yeah, it is horrendous to have. I'm just gonna go 60. If I gotta see if this makes much of a difference. Just feel like it's really loud in my ears. I used to get a lot of painful headaches when I was a kid. They reckoned it had something to do with my vision impairment, but I haven't gotten them in my adulthood. It just sucks because it's like super rare as well. Like, you know, it's hard. It's hard to deal with, but I'll be fine. This, you know, thankfully it's not. It's not. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not. I can't think of the word. It's not going to kill me, put it that way. It's not going to be harmful or anything to that extent. Yes, you know, it's not ideal.
Your health, Sir Dwarves.
But it's something I just got to live with and take sort of every day at a time. The good thing is it will go away at some stage. I will have an occasion where, yeah, life-threatening, that was the word I was looking for, life-threatening. I will have an occasion where it doesn't sort of affect me, so it will go away at some stage for maybe, hopefully a few years or so, but it will come back. It's not really something that I can do much with, but, you know, I'm talking bollocks by it. It's hard to explain, and maybe I'll do another video on it at some stage and be a bit more concise and stuff, but with my thoughts on it. Maybe an update in like a month or a few weeks or something, but yeah, you know, I'm just sort of living with it at the moment. Right, I got to do a lot of activities and stuff, haven't I? Like I've been, like even doing this tonight, this has been a challenge because I had an attack. I had an attack on Wednesday, so I had a half day from work. I had a half day leave from work, and I went over to my parents straight from work, and I had food over there. And then I went back home, and as I was driving home, I don't live far from my parents, only like, you know, 5-minute drive. As I was driving back home, I had an attack then, so it totally sort of took over, and I was a bit scared that I was going to like crash the car. So I start getting quite sort of what's the word, anxious, and just want to get home. And luckily, traffic at that time of day is quiet and everything. So I got home, but then like my neighbour's out the front having a fag. So then you've got the social kind of aspect of it then, where it's like I gotta walk past my neighbour to get home. So I don't want to have a conversation when my head's just absolutely banging and my eye is just kind of, you know, just totally inflamed and water's just pouring out my eye. I don't want to have that socially awkward scenario where I'm talking to my neighbour and gotta like explain stuff. So I literally phoned my dad and just said to him, can you just stay on the phone with me for 5 minutes while I walk in? So I literally walk into the house with my head on the phone. I just go, oh yeah, alright, and just walk in just so I can just say hi and bugger off, because I feel like you're in that situation then where like you might not have said anything, but you just don't know. But it's that kind of socially awkward sort of situation that I'm having to kind of try to avoid, I guess, or try to not be caught up in, I guess. Yeah, that's like one of the things I want to try and avoid if I possibly can.
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned king of the swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady.
Wench.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
Oh, I remember this. Gotta herd the piggies. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, it's just, you know.
But why not give it a try?
I didn't really expect when I was like diagnosed, I didn't really expect that the social side of things would come into play. You did look it up briefly after my video. Yeah, like, it's just, well... I've been having the headaches, and it took me a few weeks before I went to the doctor, and Panda had looked it up and sort of said to me, it sounds like it's cluster headaches. And then when I went to the doctor, and he diagnosed me with it straight away, which I'm lucky with, I suppose, because most people that I've read online and people who've like messaged me and stuff have said that it's taken them years, months and years to get diagnosed. So I was quite lucky. I gotta use something here. Axie, I think.
Come on, Biggie. Got a nice and cozy pen for
Oh, I hate this mission so much. Come on. Into the pen, please. Here they come. Just gotta drive them into the pen. Come on, this way, please. This way, this way. Yeah, this mission is like fucking annoying. But if you influence their minds, it should sort of work, but it will wear off after a while. So you have to keep using it. I don't think you can use hard. No, it doesn't work. It's a shame, but you just can't just blow their minds into it. Come on. Come on, piggies. Piggy, piggy, piggy. Here they come. Here they come. Fuck's sake, just stop right by here. Two. Done. There we are. Just like that. The easiest way of doing it.
Foolish peasants learned a lesson from your better. Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Whoa, Master Witcher. What were the trickery back there, the fancy finger twisting?
I know. Seen that afore. Witcher told a lad to go hang himself.
It's like the stream tonight. I didn't really know whether I was going to or not, because I'm worried then that I'm going to get an attack while I'm streaming. But then part of me's like, no, I shouldn't allow it to like change the things I do and stuff. I should just do what I do normally. Doesn't change me as a person. I think I should just, you know,
go shove rakes up your asses.
Just be me and just do what I've always done.
Do I look anything like a
Can't live in fear with it, so that's why I've been back on the exercise machine today. That's why I've started streaming today, because I don't want to be defeated by it, I guess. But like I was saying, I need to make a doctor's appointment again this week to either get a repeat prescription or to have a look at other things that he can perhaps do, because you know, they only give you 6, and when you get it every day or multiple times a day, you are kind of picking and choosing whether you need to take it or not. And last night I was in agony with it. Like, I was proper out of it last night. And then I woke up this morning and I felt hungover when I woke up, because that's like the feeling I get. And then I had like a mild headache when I woke up as well. So it's like almost like a continuation. So I'm like, oh, I can't take it, because I know if I go in tonight then I got nothing to take it with. So I sort of battled through it last night just so I've got it for tonight if I need it. So
with pleasure.
Yeah.
Show me a
it's like it's like that with my vision, dude. I can't let it get in the way of it. Yeah, exactly. You just can't.
That one with the garland.
Just can't let it change who you are, can you, and what you do. Just gonna lie back in my chair. There we go. Get a bit more comfortable. Right, that's better.
Who have we here?
Volodymyr. The fuck?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my
I love
dear.
Volodymyr.
Do not sabotage me, Shawnee. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
My dear girl, you're a miracle. Did it hit when you fell from the heavens? Oh, I'm just gonna go with that one.
Did it hurt terribly, my sweet?
What?
When you fell from the heavens?
Why, Sarah.
Shh, my dear. No more words. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? Then how?
In Novigrad,
God, that zoom in on that face then. It's kind of awkward, isn't it?
Wherever you wish. Let Let's make haste to the
Oh, it keeps zooming in.
There, everything will be made clear.
That was like an awkward camera angle. It just kept getting closer and closer each time.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far
Fuck,
from
I hate time. Fist fights. Nothing of the sort bumpkin. Forgive me, I didn't know. I was gonna just ask for forgiveness.
Easy, lads. No harm done. An innocent conversation with an innocent miss. The kind weddings are for.
We all heard your innocent talk. Wanted to draw her to the bar. What were you gonna do there? Talk some more?
Yep.
Naturally, we would speak. But first, we would dance. Now tell me, what sort of fool wouldn't want to dance with a beauty like her?
Find another beauty, or I'll dance with you myself, just after I grab me a fence post.
Geralt, you saw it. I tried to resolve this peacefully, but they wish to fight. Suits me just fine. Sounds like wonderful fun. Fence boards right over there for the taking.
Fear eat your stones.
That's the last ploughing straw. No one accuses Vladimir von Everick of cowardice.
Calm down, boys. Don't want to fight you.
Too jam bud, because we're gonna tan your mutant freak hide.
Oh god.
That does it! Rah! Hi-ya!
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
Oh, a weapon. Gonna batter them with a piece of wood. Batter the shit out of them.
Fence boards.
They were all got wood. I forgot about this.
Sweatiest swineherds.
Perfect fit for your job, you ploughing gentle fuck.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else
Fuck
wants
yeah.
a shave?
Just like that.
Had enough peasant spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everett. A witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps.
And she's not happy with
Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
that.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up.
You fucked up.
She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming.
Geralt's
love?
got wood after all, yeah.
Word. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fist.
Geralt
are
well and
always
truly
from
got
now
his
on.
wood.
Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Don't beat the wedding guests with my hands.
Fine.
It's like one of the best missions in this DLC.
Uh-oh. Shani approaches.
DLC's just
Likely to be
amazing.
happy, eh?
Really good.
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods, quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
So that ghost is taking over his body. Yeah. He's trying to help us. But to help us, we gotta help him. So he wanted one night to feel like he was alive again. So he's in our body. And we're at this wedding and we're basically going around doing all these activities. Which some Geralt doesn't really want to do, but Vladimir does. So, yeah. It's quite funny.
A hazard of the trade, my love. I'm clearly a bit out of practice. But point out the next young miss, and I will gladly prove I...
You've proven everything amply. Let's just have fun, all right? After all, you haven't much time left.
Fine. I suppose you're right. Come then.
Okay, cool.
So good to shake the kinks from one's bones.
So we've got to take part in
Must
more
find more
activities.
fun. Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing bows.
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn, so I'm having a...
And they said fire burns hotter in an old stove.
If I was your age, you'd be singing a different tune. Have you squealing like a kitty cat?
Just got to keep taking part in activities. Talking to people and doing stuff. Any games coming up that you're looking forward to, James? Anything that you're looking forward to playing this year?
An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bed. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
To be honest, man, I hardly play games anymore. If I do, it tends to be older PS2 or 360 games.
Look, mutations.
I haven't really got time to play much either. I'm so like, if we take this year for example, this is the first time I played The Witcher 3 this year. I don't think I streamed it. I think I streamed over Christmas, didn't I? But I didn't play it until January, and obviously it's February now. So the first time I'm playing Witcher 3 is now. I got a VR headset, so I've played a few VR stuff about 2 weeks ago now, because I've had it for 2 weeks. I literally played it on the Saturday that I bought it. I literally played it on the Sunday that I bought it. I played like the VR Worlds and what was the other thing I got with it? I got No Man's Sky VR edition, so I can play VR No Man's Sky. So I've played a little bit of that as well on like the Saturday and the Sunday that I had the VR. Then I hadn't played it for 2 weeks because of my headaches. I was too scared. But then yesterday I went onto the VR again for like the first time in 2 weeks, and I played Blood and Truth, which is a game I picked up from my local game, which I only paid. So it was £29 in game. Was it pre-owned? Yeah, I think it was pre-owned. £29 pre-owned in game, and it's a VR game where it's a little bit like, I don't know, Taken / James Bond kind of thing. It's set in London. It's first person with shooting and stuff. You're a SAS soldier that's caught up in this local London kind of gang thing. It's really fucking good. But I only played like the first half hour or so, but I literally got like the prologue part of it out the way. Because with VR you gotta take like breaks, because otherwise it just like screws your motion sickness up. And I'm still getting used to it, so I played for like half hour then called it a day. But the start of it was really good. You do like an SAS mission where you rescue one of your fellow soldiers, and then you get like the cutscene where you go back to London, because basically your father's died of a heart attack, so you go back to meet up with your family, and then the game sort of kicks off from there. That's where I am now, because it's like a local gang that's sort of after your family, and you're like gotta be in there and sort them out. So I played that a little bit yesterday. Hello, Susu. Is it Watch Dogs Legion? Wink. No, it's not. But yeah, it's pretty good so far. Looking forward to playing more of that. But apart from that, I haven't played anything this year. I say apart from that, I've listed like 4 games with it. That's not too bad. Oh, and Spider-Man. My friend Tom finished Spider-Man like a few weeks ago, and he gave me Spider-Man on PS4. He's like, you can have it. I was like, oh, cool, great. So I did play that last week for like half hour or so as well. So about 5 games I played. So in one breath I say I don't play games anymore, and in the next breath I list like 5 games I played this year. So it's not too bad actually. How you doing, Susu? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well. Find shiny shoe.
Observe shiny.
My eyes are glued.
Easy. I'm out of work at the moment. I just finished my night shift job because it was depressing the shit out of me. So my focus right now is to get another job and get my shit together. That's fair enough, man. I hope things improve for you soon. I know what it's like to be out of work. I was a few years ago. It's fucking awful.
Just when you think you know all the plowfolk's customs, they surprise you with slippers.
What do you want, Geralt?
I just found a shoe.
Yes?
Or was there more in there? I'm like confused now.
You dare
I got a shoe. I literally just found it.
Just when you think you know all the
Fuck's sake, man.
customs, they surprise you with slippers.
So now the shock's faded. Perhaps you could stop talking and fish out my shoe, which I so
I literally just picked up the shoe.
lost in the pond.
Oh my god, like pick. Oh, there's more by you. Maybe I picked up the wrong one. There's 2 lost shoes. Okay, so there's 1 for each. It's just surface. The female team leader who was pissing me off ended up getting suspended for not doing her job. Yay! Result. I think that's a result. I did the theory exam for driving through, so I need a few more practice lessons, and then with the practice exam I'll have my driving license, so I'll be able to show you all the stuff when you eventually come to Latvia. That'll be amazing. That'll be pretty cool.
Just when you think you know all the plowfolk's customs, they surprise you with slippers.
So now the shock's faded. Perhaps you could stop talking and fish out my shoe, which I so unfortunately lost.
Is this like bugged or something? Because I've literally got the shoe. Like seriously, I got the shoe over here.
Good, sir.
Shoot.
Just nicking stuff by here.
Just
Oh fucking hell.
you know all
Do I
the
have to like
plowfolk's
go into the
customs,
item? Oh, I can't go into the inventory.
they surprise you with slippers.
So now the shock's faded. Perhaps...
Well,
Did you find my shoe? If not, I think you should come back and look for it. In the lake. Oh, never expected Silt could conquer a man like you.
Alas, I couldn't raise it up. For the first time in my life, I
I did find it.
Shani,
Devastating for you, I'm sure. But I'm left
I
without
found
a
it.
shoe.
never fear, I shall retrieve it, or drown trying.
But I've got the shoe. Oh my god.
Just when you think you know all
I literally got the shoe. I think it's bugged.
they surprise you with
There's like nothing else down here.
So now the shock's faded. Perhaps you could stop talking and fish out my shoe, which
I
so
picked up both shoes from
unfortunately
here.
lost in the pond.
So oh, there's another one. Maybe I didn't. Okay, I've got 3 shoes. I'm counting 3 shoes by here. This will be the right one now. Okay, yes, this one.
Damn mucky that
Fuck's sake.
pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes are
There's many a
lost in
shoe
the
in
lake.
that pond.
Always better
Yeah,
to do a
3
bit
shoes.
more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend
Lift up
over
her skirt and bend
to
over.
don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out. I believe
Oh, the
I'd
fact
like
he got
kiss.
naked
I'll
down
find
to
the owners
his
of those
underwear,
shoes.
yet he kept the
One might
bunny
agree.
ears on.
Don't be jealous, Shani. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh,
I was shot by Philip Schofield. He was married with kids all this time. I assumed he was openly gay all this time.
My shoe.
Yeah, I thought he was like gay as well.
now extend your
Yeah,
supple
Susu did as
hand
well.
and let me
I think we all
slide
thought
it
he was
in.
gay.
That is
Mad though, it was like, what was it, 27 years? And his wife had
thank
known
you.
for quite a while, apparently. Have some water a sec.
nothing like a good swim. Now we must do something else. Something wild.
Something vile. Okay. then.
Shoes in lakes has never been much of a problem at my place.
Yeah, when I was in Wales and saw his show, I assumed he was gay. Let's go to this barn.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the captain.
Go on, Shani. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
I shall make a speech, and that's that. Oh, very well, I won't. Oh, I'm just going to make a speech.
No need? Why,
Sitting next to Holly without a boner for years was the giveaway for me. Yeah.
Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had one or two groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles.
So,
right.
I was watching Kahuli stream some Battlefront 2 earlier, and he tells me that a little certain French person may or may not have access to a certain Total War game that's not quite released yet. So, what do you think of that, Susu?
But I don't mind anymore. For this, I thank you, and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the captain.
Wait,
They're both great presenters, though. I remember when they were both still drunk in the morning after the awards.
You're me too, Shawnee.
Midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice? Be they vice? Of just
yeah, I've seen him play it on Discord. Yeah, that's what Kahuli told me. So I literally texted him earlier, and I was like, yo, is this true? Do you have early access to this game? If so, how? So I'm waiting to see when he texts back now. Literally put him on the spot. I messaged Kahuli in his stream then when he was streaming. I was like, I just texted him. I want to know. I must know. I don't care if he's mid-coitus. I want to know what's happening. Once I finish Hearts of Stone, I'll probably take a little break from The Witcher 3 streaming. I like playing stuff with a story, so I'll have a little look on my Steam library and I'll see what I can do. I got Far Cry 5, which I have yet to play, which was kindly gifted to me. I've got Kingdom Come Deliverance, which I played for quite a bit when it first came out, and then I haven't replayed it since because I had a lot of the trouble with my power supply was back when that game came out, because every time I went into a forest, it would just completely just shut my PC down because my power supply that I had back then was a bit faulty and couldn't handle the extra stress on the system, rendering all the trees. But I upgraded it to the 850 power supply that I got now, which is good. 850 watts. What games are coming out this year anyway? Oh, I know one I'm really looking forward to seeing is Resident Evil 3. Panda, if you're still here, what are your thoughts on Resident Evil 3?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused and
I'm going to tell you a story about my VR headset by here when I get a chance. And it involves Resident Evil 7, so it is kind of on topic to the chat.
You're a good chap, Witcher.
I'll tell you when I get to the next part now, when they stop talking. Crusader Kings 3, Bannerlord, Cyberpunk in no particular order. So, Bannerlord and Cyberpunk for me, definitely.
A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance, their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone, their bouncing...
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
It's past midnight. You can take off those lovely ears. Only if you want to, of course.
Lovely as they are, think I'll put them away for now.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss.
So I'm probably not going to bone her. So sorry to disappoint, but
No,
I already boned her my first playthrough of this. So I'm gonna do the other option
Fret such trifles.
because
Come to claw me
I'll
back,
probably get a
so
different
why
Steam
not
achievement.
continue our revels?
I'm trying to do everything opposite to what I did before.
You gave your word.
That's why I went with Yennefer in this stream playthrough rather than Triss. I picked Triss in my first one.
Vladimir von Everett, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Ooh, control him.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like...
Sound is trailing behind the video in game because Panda's watching.
Is yours.
That happened last time. I don't know what's causing it.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Promise you he won't die. He's already dead.
Gods, what is this?
Cool. I can tell you my story now. So basically, how can I put it? A couple of weeks ago, I bought my VR headset and I went into my game. So I went in there. We asked the sales assistant, "Do you have any VR headsets?" And she went, "Yeah, they're over here in the corner, literally right above our heads in the PlayStation area." We totally missed them. I was like, "Oh, cool." And I was like, "So what have you got in stock?" So she said, "We haven't got the Mega Pack in stock. You know, the Mega Pack, you get 5 games. You get Skyrim VR. You get Everybody's Golf. You get Resident Evil 7. Face cam's in sync though. Oh, good. I'm glad. What I'll do, I'll put it back onto this for a minute for my story. Then I'll go back. Hello, Panda. My Panda is here. Do you want to say hi to everybody in the chat? You don't. Okay. My Panda. Interrupt my story, Panda. Thank you.
What was it?
Pause it.
What was it?
What was what?
Story.
I'm telling about how when I bought the VR headset.
Oh, are you gonna tell him much about I never did you? No.
So
Where's that light gone?
I don't know. I need to turn it off. Ow. Thanks. Ow. Ow.
You're moving your head into my hand.
I know. Oh, that's not very nice.
Well, tell him the story, Ed.
So this, yeah, it's the story. So basically, the story is went to game, took us to the thing. So the Mega Pack, you have 5 games with it. You get Resident Evil 7, you get Skyrim VR, Everybody's Golf, VR Worlds, and Astrobot. So they're the 5 you get, which I thought would be a cool pack, but that was sold out. Okay, so instead I went with the slightly cheaper option of the starter pack. So the difference basically is in the 2 packs is the games that you get. In the starter pack, you get VR Worlds and games like exclusive thingy majiggy thing they have with it is you get a choice of 1 additional game with that pack as well. So the choices are Rick and Morty or Resident Evil 7. Now, I picked Rick and Morty mainly because Resident Evil 7, I've watched it on YouTube all the way through, so I know what happens already. I didn't really have a desire to play it. I had played it in VR over my friend Tom's house and wasn't too keen on it, to be honest with you. I personally prefer some of the other Resident Evils. I quite enjoyed the Resident Evil 2 remake, and I also liked Resident Evil 6, so yeah, that's just like my own personal preference. So I ended up picking Rick and Morty. So we get to the counter, we're paying everything, and it's at this point that the sales assistant, who was Scottish by the way, she said that basically with Rick and Morty you need the PlayStation Move controllers to play the game. So I'm like, shit, she could have told me that when I was making the decision, because you don't need the Move controllers to play Resident Evil 7. So I was like, shit, okay. So I looked behind me because they got like the Move controllers box on the shelf behind. I looked at it and she said, with the Move controllers, they're currently sold out everywhere. So like you can't buy them brand new. Sony are apparently out of stock, which is really, I think it's quite shoddy, to be honest, because in the original VR, the VR 1, the box or the unboxings, if you go and watch them on YouTube, they have the Move controllers as part of that box. So it was like a $400 thing back then, as much as the actual console itself. But they came with the Move controllers. It's being sold at like £300, $300 sort of thing, wherever your currency equivalent is. It's that sort of price value, or $250 if you're getting like the starter pack sort of price value. But you don't get the Move controllers with it. So that's made things a bit problematic, because literally like 1/3 of all VR games I can play, and like 2/3 I can't play now, which I'm kind of gutted by, because I was really looking forward. Hello, Panda.
Keep going.
I know we keep putting me off all the time. I was really looking forward to like playing some of the other stuff with the Move controllers. One of the games I really want to play is hello. Ow. You're in my eyeball. Hello.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. One of the things I'm really looking for. Thank you. One of the things I'm really looking forward to playing was the Sports Bar VR, which you can get on the PlayStation Store for like £20, I think. And it's literally like going to Susu, when we took you to Super Bowl in Merthyr. Game staff are shite. They are quite shite. I think some of them are okay, to be fair. Some of them are pretty fair people and pretty good, but a lot of them are a bit shite. I do agree with that. And yeah, Tom is getting married this year. So Susu, if you cast your mind back to when you came over and we took you to Super Bowl in Merthyr, this VR game, VR Sports Bar, it's basically like going into there. So you can do like, you can play pool with the Move controllers, or you can play multiplayer with it as well. You can play air hockey with a little, what's it, plastic, thingy. I can't remember what it's called. Disc. There we go, disc. You can play like some of like the slot machines you can play in there. You can actually go up to the bar and chat with people and lean on the bar and stuff. So actually walk around the place. It's like being in the Super Bowl, which I think is quite cool. I think it's a pretty cool like multiplayer thing or thing to play when you got friends over. So I really want to play that, but I fucking can't. And I really want to play Skyrim VR, but you've got the PlayStation Store. It's like 50 quid. I'm like, no, I'm not paying 50 quid for Skyrim in 2020. That's just fucking stupid. So I'll look to get it like pre-owned from somewhere. There's bound to be like a pre-owned one somewhere for like less than 20 quid or 15 quid or something. So I'll just like have a look around and see, because that'll be pretty cool. And I don't have to have the Move controllers with that. But the Move controllers are so fucking expensive. They're like over £100 for the Move controllers. Bear in mind the Move controllers came out on the PS3. So if you've got old PS3 Move controllers, you can use them. That's great, because they are still compatible. But yeah, it's kind of shite, to be honest, though, that they don't sell it without this. That's just my little story that I just wanted to get out of the way. Back to the stream. Just like that.
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly?
I love going through him. His character's so amazing.
What matters is Vladimir von Everett will bother you no more.
So, like, one of the things I'm trying to do this year, because I've noticed, and you probably noticed from my little thing in the top corner, I want to upgrade my graphics card, because I'm at a point now where my PC is starting to show its age. I haven't upgraded my PC for a while. The last thing was the power supply, which I mentioned earlier, and that was about 2 years ago, I think. I think it was about 2 years ago. But the graphics card I've had since 2016, I think, or maybe early 2017. I can't remember exactly when it was. And I noticed playing like 3 Kingdoms Total War the other day, well, last month it was, when I played it. Like, it's lagging when I'm playing it now, and I'm limited to having like full graphic settings and shit on there, to the point now where it's like, yeah, if I'm gonna play newer games and stuff, I'm gonna have to like get that shit sorted out. And I don't want to go crazy and get like a stupidly, what's the series now? Whatever the 280s or whatever. I don't want to go and get them because they're just extortionate prices. But I'd be happy to get like a 1080 or 1070 even. Just get up to the next thing from what I'm on. Come on a 970. And just try and upgrade it a little bit. So that's kind of my idea. You need VR and Move controllers to play a game. Next, there'll be Skyrim Dildo Edition with Todd Howard and physically fuck you in the ass while taking your money. Yeah. Bethesda fucked themselves over with Fallout, didn't they? I'm sure Tom said it was like 50-something days away. What's 57 days away? I don't know what the fuck they're on about.
Should get back to Olgierd soon.
And like that, it's over. Huh. Here, I thought I might get some more time with you. Silly, wasn't it?
Wouldn't say that.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Cool.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have
It's fine here. A lot of turned over rubbish bins, but other than that, it's been fine.
Honesty.
Yeah, our rubbish bin was
Nothing
turned
more
over earlier.
beautiful in human
We had to
relationships.
get all the rubbish pushed back in and lifted back up.
Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape.
Just like look out the window, just rubbish, just like flying down the street. It's quite funny.
Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
Use of which sense to find something that will cheer up Shawnee.
Good mead ought to lift her spirits.
Hey, level 36.
Never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her
up? Take.
Here's hoping Shawnee's a happy drunk.
Imagine not having the Scandinavian mountain range protecting you from all Atlantic storms. Haven't been able to walk the dog for a couple of days because of the weather, so he's bored and I can't really go out and do much myself. We've been in all day today. It's the first, I think it's the first day we've actually been in all day for about like probably since like Christmas, because we usually go out on a Sunday shopping. Like Saturday we'll be out somewhere. We'll go out and have breakfast, or I'll be perhaps playing bowls or something. Or we'll be doing something together, or Panda might be doing something with the nails, or doing whatever. We'll usually have stuff planned for Saturday and we'll be out. Sunday will be like, we'll go out and do some shopping. We'll do our food shopping on a Sunday usually. And then we'll be in for the rest of the day. But we did our food shopping yesterday because we knew the storm was like coming today. We just didn't want to be caught up in it. So it's been this probably is the first day we've been home all day and haven't left the house since probably Christmas, I imagine. Panda might correct me if I've made a mistake, but I'm pretty sure that might be the case. Right then, let's give Shawnee the alcohol.
Oh,
Shawnee. Where the fuck is she? There she is.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Brought you some mead. Best medicine for a troubled soul.
Thanks.
Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs...
Puddles are
and
horrendous
reattach
every
ends.
direction outside my house. Yeah, I know, it's fucking crap, innit? Got me.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
He did go to the gym today, though, and walking to and from there wasn't pleasant. Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't want to get caught up in it, because it's just horrendous. Like, there was stuff on like Facebook earlier of, I think, the A470 northbound. I think a tree had fallen or something. Which is probably the case in most places around the UK at the moment, where trees have fallen over, roads being closed, roads being flooded, that sort of thing.
Not exactly my idea of a good time.
What is?
Time I spend with people I know.
You know me.
True. And now I'm starting to enjoy
Buses are crap on Sunday too. Yep. A tree has fallen into the river in Lego City.
Me, Zoltan, Dandelion, endless drinking.
Is that from like a film or something? Lego
And
film?
the Catriona plague.
That was background.
Or am I just being
What
stupid?
I remember most.
I've never actually seen any of the Lego films. I don't know if they're any good or not. I know a couple of them are on Netflix.
You're right. I was up to my elbows in work, but those were good times. They're nice memories.
For me too.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop...
Lego is for squares.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See,
I haven't played anything Lego related since probably 2006, I want to say. And that would be the Lego Star Wars games. 'Cause I used to have the original Xbox. Not the 360, not the Xbox One, but the first Xbox. And I literally had, I think I had 5 games on there in total. I didn't have many more than that, just 5, I think. And I think 4 of them were like Star Wars games, and one wasn't Star Wars. But the ones that were Star Wars were the original Battlefront, Knights of the Old Republic, and I also had Lego Star Wars, the prequel trilogy.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at
Normally.
all.
So I had like Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith.
Family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Pretty good game, to be fair. Quite enjoyed it.
Parents usually give in if that's the case.
The games are quite good, to be fair. I actually got Lego Batman on here, which I picked up in a Steam sale a few years ago, and I've yet to play it.
Even if I insisted I loved him.
Maybe that's something I could stream. Who knows? So this thing, I got so much of my Steam library that I've yet to touch. It's crazy. Star Wars is so depressing these days, in my opinion. Oh, it is. I actually watch. I think you actually gave me the link to the channel. Mauler, the Welsh guy who makes the long critique videos. I love watching his critique videos of the new Star Wars trilogy, and I watched his video a couple of weeks back on the Rise of Skywalker. I think his best video was probably the one before it, which was The Last Jedi, but Rise of Skywalker was fucking amazing. The video, not the film was crap, but the video he did was amazing. Just how he broke it all down and critiqued it, and brought up all of the bad points of the franchise and where it's heading. It's a shame, because it's like Clone Wars is coming out at the end of this month, and I'm quite looking forward to that. And Rebels, I started watching that like over Christmas. I bought the box set, you know, the DVDs for the series, quite cheap as well, from like CEX. And we watched season 1, and we're on season 2 now. And that's been alright. It's not as good as Clone Wars, but it's, you know, it's pretty good in its own right. I can't invest the time to watch Mauler. I need to mentally prepare for it. Yeah. He's certainly got that long-winded review critique style of video down to a T, hasn't he? He did like a 3-part series, didn't he, on The Last Jedi, and then he did one video which is like 2 hours long on Rise of Skywalker. Then he went back, didn't he? And he did like, I think he did like a 2-parter on Force Awakens. Then he did like one of them on, I think he did one on the Solo film. It's weird because Star Wars is one of those things now. And I watched, this was commented on a video of Fact Fiend, because I quite like the Fact Fiend YouTube channel. And they were talking about like the film I actually, or the video I actually watched was, they were talking about Alien and the Alien franchise. And they said like stuff like Alien, stuff like Fast and Furious, stuff like Star Wars, and stuff which just has, Terminator was another one, which I just saw you mention Terminator in your comment for there. Stuff like Terminator. They said all of these like big franchises that go on for years and years and just keep releasing games and films and stuff. It just goes on and on. They end up having more bad films than good films. Like you said, if you just kept Star Wars, the original 3 films, and that'd be it, they'd be timeless classics. But because of all of the the first films, the prequel trilogy, people appreciate the prequel trilogy more now, I think, because of the sequel trilogy being so bad, which is crazy how 15 years later or whatever it is, people can really think. And nothing seems to be going well for movie series games lately. Star Wars, Star Trek, Terminator, James Bond, etc. All these things I used to like seem to be going downhill. Yeah, that's what I mean.
What kind of?
I think it just makes too much on the stuff. All the wrong people are involved in making content on these IPs.
You ever bring home
I guess.
fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually.
I never hated the prequels. I just saw them as flawed in areas.
Ugh. I'm certain she
So,
thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Prequel to me.
It's the 13th century.
Prequel trilogy as a whole, much better than sequel trilogy as a whole. But neither trilogy is obviously as good as the original. The original is Star Wars at its purest and at its finest.
Not a thing wrong with you.
Prequel trilogy, when you pick the films 1, 2, and 3,
really,
3 is the best, Revenge of the Sith. But I think that's because it's the film that has the payoff and has, it has the big battles. You have,
Drank themselves
what's it,
stiff
4
as the
lightsaber
board
battles in the film?
Wonder where the sister
And one of the things I think,
couldn't protect
they were obviously able to do a lot more with lightsaber battles in the prequel trilogy to show kind of Jedi's at their finest. So when you've got like the highly choreographed stuff with like Obi-Wan, Anakin, hang on, yeah, it's a bit flawed and stuff in places, but at the same time,
But pretend for a moment it
they're supposed to be in their prime and stuff, so you can kind of understand it and be on board with it. But they have that long ass battle at the end of the film. You've got like the battle at the start of the film with Dooku
and you know exactly
and
what
Anakin.
What
I would
do
say
you do?
Obi-Wan, but he was hardly in the battle. And then who else is there? Then you've got like Grievous and Obi-Wan in their like battle. You've got the Emperor and Yoda and fucking weird ass battle. It's a lot of action. It's heavy on action, but it is the film with the payoff. Attack of the Clones I found really fucking boring. The story, the whole love story was just cringy as fuck. And I literally what's it like? Is it like a 2-hour film? I can't remember the exact time, but say it's a 2-hour film, right? For like an hour and 45 minutes, I'm just bored, and then like the last quarter of an hour, I'm like, oh cool, the Clone Wars have started. Oh cool, Anakin's had his arm chopped off. Oh look, he's showing anger because Padme fell off the aircraft. I know Obi-Wan's giving him a lecture. Oh cool, and then it's like the end, boom. But the rest of the film, I'm just like bored as fuck. And then if I go back to the first film, The Phantom, it's into a Star Wars thing if I can. The first film then, Phantom Menace, obviously battle at the end, the 3-way battle, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Darth Maul. I think visually it was done really well. It's iconic as far as like movies go. The green, the blue, and the red lightsaber. You got all 3 colors, all in there in one battle for the first time. Boom, 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 boom. You've got the death of a Jedi. You've got, was until they changed the canon, death of Darth Maul, but they obviously brought him back in the Clone Wars and Rebels and stuff. So he's alive, and he also had his cameo in the Solo movie as well, didn't he? Which is fucking weird. But the battle itself was great. But then obviously you've got the bad things. You've got Jake Lloyd playing Anakin. Nothing against Jake Lloyd, but Anakin was just a whiny brat in the first film. It's got to be said. Just hated him. And, you know, the whole, "Are you an angel? My mom said that angels exist." You know, all that shit. And then you've got the whole midi-chlorians thing, which midi-chlorians, at least he tried to tell something with the Force and stuff, but I did quite like the original kind of spin on it when it's Yoda sort of describing the Force, and it's like, it surrounds us, it's everywhere, and I liked it when it was kind of left kind of vague and stuff, but then obviously they did try something different in the prequels. Qui-Gon was great. He was like a good dad sort of figure to Anakin and stuff, and he was a good character. I would have been happy if they kept him around after the first film and maybe killed him off. Maybe they should have killed him off in the second film and made it connect more, because they could have built up a bond with Qui-Gon, more of a bond with Qui-Gon, Anakin, and Obi-Wan, being older in the second film maybe, and then kill off Qui-Gon, and then that starts turning Anakin a bit back. Like, that would have made more sense to me. But obviously they went a different way. I'm just going off on a big tangent, but I don't really care because whatever. Attack the Clones was my least favourite, but I did like the speeder chase and the Jango Fett fight. I agree with you, dude. Honestly, if they got rid of Jar Jar and had Anakin be like 16 or 17, yeah, I think, because they say like about Anakin, oh, he's too old, but he was like 11 or something, wasn't he? Or he might even been younger in Phantom Menace, I can't remember. Why not have him be like a teenager already, like 16, 17? That would have been fine. I think they could have done the narrative a lot better, in my opinion. Yeah, but there were good things in Phantom Menace. Pod race was pretty good. It was showing something. We think about world building. You got Tatooine. You know, all we know about Tatooine at this point is Tusken Raiders, Luke's home, and his aunt and uncle being destroyed in the originals, and weird ass bar with a bunch of aliens and Han Solo shooting first, and then you've literally come at the end of the trilogy with the Return of the Jedi. Oh look, it's Jabba's palace. He's a big thug and whatever, and that's it. So it's nice to see something different on Tatooine and to build the world in the saga a bit more. So you've got pod racing and you've got all these different aliens and stuff. I can appreciate that. Obviously, a lot of it's done to sell merchandise, pod racers and action figures, shit like that. But still, it was pretty, it was pretty good.
If Dandelion was around, and he usually is, I'd introduce her to him and walk off.
I don't believe that. You'd let the opportunity pass?
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Oh, gorgeous.
Stream's turned into like a Star Wars discussion. I don't really care. I love it. The prequels did have good world building. It felt more like a Tolkien style of storytelling rather than a hero's journey. Yeah, like in any franchise, I can appreciate world building because at least you kind of give a shit about things. One of the things I hated with the sequel trilogy is the fact they didn't have enough of that. In
only one way to find out.
I know that's giving too much credit. Yeah, I know what you mean. But like in the sequel trilogy, in Rise of the Skywalker, at the start of the film, like they're in you've got what's his name? I can't remember his bloody name now. Pilot dude. Seriously, Poe Dameron. Like he's in the ship and he's like just jumping, jump, and you're in like 5 different planets in like 30 seconds. And it's like, what the fuck? This isn't world building. This is just action porn for the sake of it. Completely different.
Honestly, completely different.
Better or worse?
Just different.
Just impossible to compare. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which
I can't even remember half what happens in Rise of Skywalker.
Right.
No wonder you suffer from headaches.
So,
I had one after watching that movie. Yeah, that's what caused it, watching that fucking film in the cinema.
Would you rather go back now?
Let's go back. I did say I'd choose a different option in this.
We ought to get back to the wedding.
Oh, yes, that's best.
Penny for your thoughts?
Just thinking that Friends should stay friends.
Ruined my chances with Shani, but it doesn't matter because
I feel
I
them too.
did it differently in the first playthrough.
I have a lot
Yeah,
to
I
do.
think that's probably what gave me the headaches.
Alone.
Is fucking
So I'm not going back to the
poor
wedding.
trilogy.
Not really fond of
Like,
watching drunks stagger around.
man, I just can't get over it as a film.
Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious
So like, I was
man.
watching
I've
stuff.
escaped the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can.
I will
learn
talk
something?
more about the Star Wars stuff in a
Sure.
sec when I
Be
get to
glad
like
to.
pause the game. I'm gonna pause the game in a sec, and I'm gonna like
Yes.
save and
See
just
you
have like
later,
a
Geralt.
10-minute discussion on it and just come out of it because I got so much. Cool, right? Let me just save by you so I don't like lose. Oh, hang on, I can't save. I think it just saved automatically. That's probably why. I was hoping I'd get a Steam achievement for that, a different one, but alas, no. Right, if I just like tutty out for a minute. Voila, I'm here. Yeah, I'm gonna like talk about Star Wars for a bit because fuck it, man. It's my stream. I do what the fuck I want. Force Awakens gave me a guilty boner. Last Jedi gave me AIDS, and Rise of Skywalker gave me a migraine. And that's my review of the sequel trilogy. Yeah, so like, Force Awakens, I didn't mind it. I watched it. I think I was excited because it was Star Wars and because, like, how old was I in 2005 when the last one came out? I was like in my teens when the last one came out, so this is like my first one as an adult. Different kind of point of view on things. I thought, oh cool, you know, different IP, different people involved. J.J. Abrams involved. A lot of people like J.J. Abrams and some of the stuff he's done. I thought it played it too safe, Force Awakens, but on its own as a film, not connected to any Star Wars stuff, and just as a film, it was alright. Bit shocked by some of the stuff they did, like killing Han Solo and stuff, but at the same time, not surprising because you know that Harrison Ford doesn't give a shit about Star Wars at this point. Big paycheck. They probably like begged him, you know, can you come into Star Wars and do? He's like, yeah, fine, but on one condition, you got to kill me off. It's like, okay, we can do that. So they're writing the script around people already, and I feel like that's part of the problem. They kept cutting and changing scripts and just not sticking to a plan. They needed to write, if they're going to do a trilogy, they needed to write three films and not change it and have a fucking good story and make the most of it. Hey, Barak Michael Shmuel, welcome, my friend. You haven't missed much. We're having a Star Wars discussion at the moment. Having a little Star Wars discussion, and then I'll be going back to The Witcher in a little bit. But I just thought it'd be cool to just chat about it because that's like the topic of the stream right now. So that's kind of my thoughts on Force Awakens. They had a good start, but they obviously need to take more risks, which they did. They took risks. They definitely took risks in the next one, in The Last Jedi, but they just fucked it up so much. All of the stuff that was kind of established in the first film was destroyed in the second, which meant that by the time the third film came around, you had fuck all of a story to tell. In the second film, you've got Luke, who's killed off. Everyone's like favorite Star Wars character, the hero that you got behind the original trilogy, who you haven't seen for like 30 years, and you've got him back, and you can finally finish his story and have him play an important role. And the very first time you see him, he just chucks the lightsaber over his shoulder. He's like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? Star Wars, you know. If you watch like all the interviews and stuff of Mark Hamill, he was really pissed with everything that happened. The Snoke in the jar. Right. So like, they had Snoke like in the first film, and he was quite mysterious, wasn't he? I mean, he was on. You saw his face, and you weren't really sure how big he was because he was like massive hologram. But that's fine, you know. Cinematography wise, he's there on screen much bigger than everybody else, so it kind of sets the tone. And then in the second film, you just like cut him in half with a lightsaber by Kylo Ren, and it's like, so what's the big deal with Snoke then? The big baddie's now dead. What have I got to look forward to in the next film? How am I in Panda? We're pretty good, thanks, Barak. Thank you for asking, and hope you're well. I love Star Wars. Did you check my custom of the Shadow Biker wink? No, I haven't. I have to have a look at it. And then so in the Rise of the Skywalker, there was quite a lot of things in that film that were obviously jabs by JJ or by somebody at Rian Johnson and The Last Jedi. Like the jar with all the Snokes in it, Snoke in a jar. I guess it's like if you like kill somebody like pathetically, I guess you could call it getting snoked. That's like become a thing, I think, because you know, the way they just dismantled the story with him and everything surrounding him is just criminal. I gotta be honest. But having him in that jar, and then there was other things, wasn't it? It was like, when Luke picks up the lightsaber, and he's like, "This is an important weapon for the Jedi that shouldn't be easily discarded," or whatever he says. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. And he gives it back to Rey, and it's like, oh my god! They literally went, you know. I'd say bravo for taking the piss, but really, you know, the series is a fucking mess. DH, and check my face page, got great pictures. I will have a look back. I would like to see that. But yeah, it just Star Wars just fucked itself in the end, didn't it? Those films, and people like Defender and stuff, and that's fine because you're entitled to your opinions, and you know, if you enjoy something, then you shouldn't let other people dissuade you from that and whatever. But like for some people, that's like their first experience of Star Wars. For people who are younger now, people who are like, you know, 7 or 8 who've never been to the cinema to watch Star Wars before, that'll be their first kind of experience of it. Oh, Panda's back. Hello, Panda. My Panda is back. I know Panda. Panda, Panda. Panda, Panda. Hello.
Fancy seeing you here.
I'm finding people like the sequels, they just weren't for me at all.
They're a bit shit.
Haven't seen Rise of Skywalkers yet, but heard it was disappointing. I do like Rey and liked Kylo, but they did write it in a weird direction. Oh yes, they did. It was terrible, in my opinion.
It was a bit shit.
It was a bit shit. Ow. Ow. Nice jump in, Panda. My Panda's here. Are you sounded like a podcast? Are you wanted to join the podcast? No? The discussion?
I'm kind of to annoy.
We are supposed to be playing The Witcher 3. I must be like the slowest Witcher 3 player ever. It's taken me like an hour to do like 2 little side quest things. Which is quite funny.
Oh,
I think all in all the main problem is that there was no plan or direction. Kennedy really needed to get her finger out of her ass and start working. So Kathleen Kennedy, like pissed a lot of people off, haven't she? Because
she got an award.
She won an award the other week, didn't she?
For
some shit, which she probably didn't deserve. And she's also a big feminist as well.
Well, she's not that much of a big feminist because
there's like photos of her like wearing like Star Wars tops saying the Force is female and shit like that.
But it's not. The Force isn't female. The Force doesn't have a gender or a sex.
I know. So I'm just saying she pissed a lot of people off, that's all.
So how is that being a feminist?
I don't know.
It's not, is it?
I don't know. Panda knows side.
It's like people who put up have those t-shirts to say the future is female. It's like, no, it's not. It doesn't really matter what your sexy gender is today.
No, I know.
Mother.
Why is my emoji thing working? Oh shit, it is working. How do I like... Oh shit. My thingy's gone slow. Why is my thingy gone slow? Ow! My panda is headbutting me. Why is my panda headbutting me?
No, the other ones.
I'm doing the panda nose hype thing.
No, the other ones.
I'll put the other ones on now. So there's the panda nose hype emoji. And then I've got my soulless emoji when that decides to load. And I've got my Luna emoji when that goes in as well. There we go. So yeah. Happy days. Right, let's get back to the game. We probably should, shouldn't we? And now back we are at the game. So that's just my little opinion on Star Wars and everything that's happened. Which I think is quite funny. Mandalorian, I did enjoy The Mandalorian though, that was good. I will say, because Disney haven't got it all wrong. Like, Mandalorian's pretty good, but I think they had pretty good people working on it. Season 1, yeah, it was good. It was good. I actually like missed the first 3 episodes. I didn't watch it straight away because I didn't really realize it was even on or anything until people started sharing the Yoda memes, the Baby Yoda memes. I was like, oh, what's this then? And then I went onto my box and there's like 3 episodes there waiting for me. I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna watch this. So I watched the first 3 episodes straight away. I was hooked, and then I watched it every week then. Every Friday I watched it. It was fucking amazing. Friday nights were sorted. But yeah, oh fuck, his neck is blue. I should have just got a roach and just fucking ran, shouldn't I? Oh shit, wrong button. There we go. I just couldn't remember where roach was. Come on, roach. Come to me, roach. Fuck. Mandalorian's got more screen time now than any other live-action Star Wars character. Yeah, Mando. Mando. Yeah, it's just really well done. There was one, I think it might be in one episode or maybe 2 where I was a little bit like, oh, it's a bit slow. They tend to be the character builder ones, but they're still good at it, you know, because they did build the character. Like I was saying earlier in the stream about world building, how important it is. It did a lot of world building. And it also ended on a bit of a cliffhanger as well. So it's like, oh, you're invested. And that's like one of the strengths of the show. You're invested in the Mandalorian himself. You're invested in Baby Yoda, the child. And you want to see them succeed and you want to see them survive. So they did a lot of stuff right. That's kind of my point. I did do a lot of stuff right. Right then. We gonna fast travel. Where's our next mission? Novigrad. Okay, let's go to the Oxenfurt Harbour. Yeah, it's it was good shit. It was good shit. The Mandalorian. And season 2 will hopefully be as good, if not better. And we've got the Obi-Wan series coming out, haven't we, soon? That won't be far away. Because that was going to be a movie and then they changed it to a film. But I'm really happy because it's got Ewan McGregor in it. And he's like the right age as well. Like, you think about it, Ewan McGregor in Revenge of the Sith, that was... How long was Revenge of the Sith? 2005? We're in 2020 now, so it's like 15 years later. Which is perfect because this film is set in that time gap, which is like, what's it, like 19 years, 20 years between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. So he's like the right age and everything. Was going to be a movie, now it's a film. No, it was going to be a movie. No, I fucked up. It's going to be a series. It's going to be a movie and now it's a series. It's going to be a movie, but now it's a film. Or a fuck up. Not, you gave me for the movie, but I gave you a film. Ha ha ha. What are they doing? No, a series. It was going to be a film. Now it's a series. Fuck.
Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes.
Should put my dragon fail emoji in the fucking chat. There we are.
Well, don't just stare at me.
Fucking have that. Dragon fail. Dragon fail.
Tell me what brings you.
Gotta start using my emojis at some point, haven't I? Oh, let's play Gwent. I was gonna buy a jacket, but then I bought a coat. I was gonna buy some shoes. I bought some trainers. That reminds me of the joke by Jimmy Carr when he takes the piss out of Welsh people. Whose coat is that jacket? Whose shoes are those trainers? Right. I think my Northern Realms deck is just the best deck I have. So I'm just going to use that. I always get confused by playing this version of Gwent and the other one. I always forget what works and what doesn't. Okay, Geralt's great. Got Ballista, Trebuchet, Vesemir. He's kind of... Sigmund Dijkstra. He's going to be good. Torrential Rain, Decoy. I'm just going to get rid of Rain. Fuck. I got shitty cards. Let's play Dijkstra against monsters. I can't remember what their special ability is. I can draw more with having Dijkstra though, which is good. I can overpower them. Arrakis. This is good because it thins their deck a little bit. I kind of want them to play. I can't use decoy though, can I? That's a shame we can't use decoy on Decryptus, obviously because he's on their side of the battlefield. If I could try and end my deck, they only got 18. I mean, I could keep playing. I might as well keep playing. Because I've already got card advantage. Try and win the first round. Yeah, I can't just keep playing cards because they're just going to keep thinning their deck by doing this sort of shit. It is a bit of a shame that I haven't got a torrential rain card. The thing is, I got 9, they got 7. So I could play. I am got another Reaver, so I may as well just play my Reaver now. Because a low card. Now I'll play my Shielded Tanzaville. Gwent. Everyone loves Gwent. So he's passed. I should have probably passed then. I'm better off decoying though. Because no, I'll use that for the final round. So I just pass for now. I'll lose the first. This is where I get confused by. Okay, so that's their ability. They keep a card on the board. I fucking forgot about that. They should pass this hopefully. Yeah. So I can just play my shitty card by here. Play him. And then I just pass. And I win. Right, okay. Did that really well. I am really invested much in Gwent this time. Whereas before I did... Oh, I fucked up. I should have... Oh no, I can... It's fine. I can use... Okay, I got... Oh no, will that work? I might have a plan here. So I got discard pile up. Nice. So I put her down. Right, I might be okay. Okay, so if I put you down by here, I'm hoping this will work. If I want to see if I can decoy Triss. Fuck. I want to see if I can decoy Yen. Because if I can decoy Yen, I hope this works. Oh, I can't. That sucks. That sucks balls. What is my leader card? Pick an Impenetrable Fog and play it on your deck instantly. Okay, that's useful to know because I might be using that. Let's just put you down for now. Oh my god, Gwent. You can't. I know, I realised after I fucking did it. You use clear weather for the sake of using clear weather. Okay, that's encouraging. I might be fine by here. Just keep putting cards down and see how it goes. I kind of played this a bit shitty, to be fair. Well, when you go between different versions of Gwent, it's fucking hard to keep up and work out what the fuck you're doing. Ah, you wanker. Oh, that's good though, it gives me 8. Oh, okay, this might work out perfectly for me. If I can decoy him back. I'm going to give him 8 though, that's my problem. But I will get more cards. So we'll see where we stand. Torrential Rain. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's a bit of a bitch. Do I have clear weather though? Oh, I don't. Ow! I've only got Impenetrable Fog, which I won't really be effective because she has Yen because of gold cards. I give him extra 8 with this, but I do draw 2 cards. So let's just put him down now then. Okay, I got another gold. I think he's beaten me. I think he has beaten me here. If he has, I'll just replay it. Okay, if I play you now, we'll get double. So that works out. So I get a boost by there. Shit, now they got like 62 there. Oh, fuck. Bastard. He lost 8 of his, but I've lost 16 of mine. That's not good. You're only going to be worth 1 if I play you. Put Triss down for 7. Yeah, I don't think I can win this. Oh fuck, got towed. Thing is, they update when I played this like in my first playthrough. I was really shit hot on the cards. But then, like, you gotta remember, this game came out in 2016. They updated a lot of the Gwent stuff, and they kept adding new cards all the time with all the DLCs and changing some of the stuff with it. And then that's kind of like thrown me a bit. And then this playthrough, I haven't really cared about it. You pass with the card left. That's interesting. So, like, I can play my leader card, and that will at least get rid of the Toad 7 down to 1. I play you, you're only going to get 1 because it's impenetrable, it's torrential rain. I put you down for 15, and I'm still 6 behind. Oh, fuck. I'll play out again. I will replay. If it lets me.
If you fulfill wishes as well as you play Gwent, I venture I've naught to fear.
Let's play Gwent.
We'll have to play again.
I'm gonna go make a cup of tea, be back soon. No problem, man.
Care for a round of Gwent?
Take your time. Oh shit.
Why not?
Cushion just fell off my check my equipment. Check my deck. All cards in deck. I got 2 decoys, 3 commander horns, 1 scorch, 1 biting frost, 1 impenetrable fog, 1 torrential rain, 1 clear weather. I got Geralt, Ciri, Yen, Triss, Vesemir, Dandelion, Vernon Roach, John Natalis, Esterad Tyson, Philippa Eilhart, Catapult, Deathmold, Trebuchet, got a couple of Trebuchets, Ballistas and Siege Towers, Vez, Siegfried of Dinsil, Kira Metz, Shield of Tanzaville, Prince Dennis, Crinfrid Reavers, Dragon Hunters. I got 2 of them, 1 Dunbanner Medic, I got Sigismund Dijkstra, Sheldon Skaggs, and I got 3 Blue Stripe Commandos. Obviously when you got all that together. So total cards in decks 41. Total card unit strength 204. I got 8 hero cards. I got nothing else I can add, have I really? Fuck, what am I doing? Go back. Okay, I've taken. I like Mysterious Elf though. Okay, I should probably put the Mysterious Elf in the thing. Yeah, this is where I'm not using things effectively. So I can put Mysterious Elf in there. Yarpin, Zigrin. Yarpin. Yeah, and the rest is shite. But the Mysterious Elf is good. Yeah, and the rest are just shitty cards. All this crap. Okay, so with the Mysterious Elf in here, that's made it a little bit better. Because I've now got 2 cards that can draw shit for me. This is what I should have been doing. Okay, let's start. At least that will not score for them and give me additional 2 cards. Which I've got, great, so I've got him. Oh, and I've got Dijkstra. Okay, so I've got 2 which I can use straight away off the bat to get more cards. Which I'll keep. Dandelion is good for giving me a morale boost in the melee row. Scorch is good for getting rid of high stuff. Commander's Horn is useful at this stage. So I'm just going to keep what I've got now. Torrential Rain I get rid of because I got that on the leader card. Right, Biting Frost. I got a bit of... yeah, this is good. Fuck yes, my friends. Fuck yes. Okay. So I'll put the Mysterious Elf down straight away. To draw 2 more cards. Okay, got Clear Weather as well, that's useful. So that's going to thin their deck a little bit. By a shit ton. So I could Scorch now, or Scorch later. Depends how you want to play it really. It's a shame that Toad's there, because I could Scorch and get rid of 4 cards. But I think the aim of this... So yeah, I've got 11 cards to the 6 already. So I'm tempted to pass now, I think. So we'll pass now. Because I got a 5 card advantage already. And they got 6. And this is where you come in. And they're playing Decoy. Okay, of course they are. I would have used Decoy in the Mysterious Elf though. Wouldn't have used it on that. Maybe you can't use it on goals. Maybe that's the case. So I could use... Right, I got an idea here. I think. I just gotta beat that score. If you're losing anyway, might as well give him Dijkstra. I suppose I could have. But I've only got to beat this by here. So use one of these cards. Use the Reaver. And then pass. That's a 4 card advantage. Plus my ability is I get another card here. Right. My turn. So I'll give him Dijkstra now. So I get card advantage. Oh, I got Siri. Okay, I think I've won this now. I've played this much better. Great. They're going to multiply and whatever. That's fine. Because what I'm going to do next... I'm just going to be simple and put... scores of 6. I don't want to put... I could use Scorch now. On an 8. If I was to use Yen, what have I got? This is me. I've probably won this battle, but I'm like taking my time just to not fuck it up, basically. I want to let him get a big score, so I can use Scorch. But I'm only going to get rid of 8 with Scorch currently. I can use Biting Frost anyway. I could just Scorch then Biting Frost. That'd actually work quite well, actually. There's only 4 cards left. So if we use Scorch now, put 8, get rid of the 8. Takes that down. I suppose I could use Biting Frost though, couldn't I? And they'd all be on 1, so it wouldn't make a difference. Yeah, I fucked that order up a little bit then. Because I haven't got many stuff here. If I just decoy now, get my points down to 0. I'm playing this in a way where he's got to play cards. Let him play all his big cards now. I can work out then what needs to be done. Right, okay. If I use... Yeah, if I use Yen now, and then that gives me the Reaver. So play the Reaver. That's fine. I've only got 2 cards left. Got the Toad. So I could potentially put Torrential Rain down. That won't affect me at all. So that is worth using now. Impenetrable Fog. But that will get rid... No, Impenetrable Fog won't... I'm trying to work out the order. Biting Frost does the front row. Impenetrable Fog does the last one. I need Torrential Rain, I do, so that's the wrong one. Let's use you. I might actually lose. I still might lose. You pass with the card left, interesting, okay. Let's see what we can score. A little increase there. Fog, he might have Clear Sky. It's fine. It's fine, you've passed now, so let's just put stuff down. 37. If I Commander Horn this row. Yeah, I've won this. Put Syrian. And then if I put that down, what's the score? 65 to 33, that'll do. I've won. Wait a minute, is this a live game inside the game against real players? No, it's against the AI. It's just like a mini game. I should get a card for that.
Not much I detest.
Great, I do.
Losing. Well,
what have I got?
My congratulations. This card's yours.
Thanks.
Oh, I got Toad. I don't use the monsters deck ever, but cool. Shame, could have created a card game. They did though, they created Gwent, which is like the spin-off to this basically. Which is amazing, by the way. But the rules are different by quite a bit. So when you play like Gwent standalone and then you come and play this, you end up getting really muddled. Or I get muddled anyway.
Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable.
I might do like a
You've done well,
PlayStation
Witcher.
stream. What do you think of that,
Is
Panda?
that all? Or have you something else?
Yeah? Like, not now, obviously, but in the future, I might do a PlayStation stream. Because I've got, like, the camera and shit now, so I probably could, on a headset. What's wrong, Panda?
You know what I want.
You want me to finish streaming, don't you, Panda? I won't be long, Panda. What is the time? It is 8:05. So, if I give me a quarter of an hour, then I shall be with you. My panda's gone away scared and sad. Oh well. Oh, she called me a prick. That's not very nice. Yeah, I'll probably go on for like another quarter of an hour. I've done 1 hour 35 nearly. So yeah, I'll be just shy of 2 hours. I'll be fine. It's not bad. Considering I don't restream often these days, it'd be good to like do that. She'll got me for another quarter of an hour. I'll probably like actually tell you what. I'll save it by here, right? And we'll have a little podcast, like a mini like Q&A or whatever. I just overwrite my save. I've only got like the one save on The Witcher now. So if I quit the game, exit the main menu, right? And then I'll... Wrong one. Got my stream key things like on the wrong thing completely. Should I put on stream as ending? Yeah, this will be fine on here. I was going to talk on here for a bit, so if you're going like questions and stuff, then let me know, because I'll answer them and we can have a discussion on shit as well. I do like my new emoji, so I've got Dragon Fail, which is this one, and I've got Panda Nose Hype, which is this one. I got my Dragon Troll if I'm trolling someone or someone's trolling me, it's that one, and then I got my Solus and Luna ones, which are my cats basically. So they're my 5 emojis that I now have. So like the Dragon Fail one and Panda Nose Hype have been there for ages. They were the ones I had before. But then the troll one, I'm trying to fill it up, because basically how it works on YouTube is if you get a certain amount of sponsors, you get like trigger points. You get like trigger points where you're able to like unlock more. So people who've got like shitload of sponsors can have like up to like 30, I think, emojis. I got 5 because I think at one point I had like 5. I think you're given like 2 anyway, and then you go unlock them. So like you get like if you have like 2 sponsors, then you get like a 3rd. You've unlocked 1. You get like a 4th. You unlock 1. Then you get like 5 or 6. You might unlock like another 2, and then it gets harder. So then you gotta get like 5 sponsors to get like another one, and then 10 to get like another one, and whatever. But I think you can get like 30 or something. But I've got my 5 because that's like the most I ever had at one point, or whatever. But then I basically like I didn't know what to have, but I think the ones I got are perfect because the cats are part of my life and everything, and live here, and they will occasionally appear in streams, although they've gone downstairs with Panda at the moment. So I thought it'd be cool to have them incorporated in the channel. And yeah, they are better in person. I can't believe it's only 8:05. It feels like 11 or something. Today has really felt like Windows Day. It's been a really strange, bizarre day, hasn't it, today? Like, I'm out of tune with everything as well. Like, so I woke up with, like I said earlier, with like a mild headache. And I was like, oh my god, I was just in agony. Literally went downstairs, me and Panda made, I want to say breakfast, but it was a bit later. We had a bit of a lie-in, so it was like a brunch, I guess. More like a brunch, which was nice. We had bacon, sausage, an egg that we made, and we had like little baps we put them in. So I had like an all bacon bap, I had an all sausage bap, and then I a bit greedy, I wanted a 3rd bap, so I had a bacon bap, but I put a fried egg in there. I made a fried egg. I love fried eggs. And I am talking about the breakfast, yes. Not really a breakfast though when it's at that time, is it? So sorry.
I bet you didn't hear that.
They didn't hear that, no. You're too far away from to hear that. But yeah, that was like the start of the day, and then after that, I done like fuck all. We did a bit of... What have we done today? Nothing. Yeah, we've done nothing today. It's just been like crazy. Can't beat sausage and bacon with a runny egg on it.
It wasn't runny. You didn't want a runny egg.
Yeah, I didn't want it runny. I love runny eggs usually, but I make such a mess when I have... That fucking hurt. Fuck's sake. That really hurt. You just fucking attacked me on stream, bitch. Ow. What the fuck? That's not very nice.
At least I got you to pay attention to me.
I'm paying attention to you, but you fucking whopped me in the head. I got that on camera. I'm gonna watch the replay on video if it comes up. Oh! That fucking hurt. Because that really hurt. Bitch. Ow! That's not very nice.
I should have called me fat earlier. And you did actually call me fat earlier.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I did say sorry earlier as well.
I don't care.
So yeah, that's what's happened today. I called Panda fat. She smacked me on the head.
We're even now.
Pardon?
We're even now.
Yeah. What does F mean when people say F in the chat?
I don't know.
I've seen that a few times. Oh wow, Jesus! Panda is attacking a dragon. Jesus.
I don't know what F means.
I don't know what F means. Please.
Fuck?
Please, it might be mean fuck, I don't know. Please, Susu, what does F mean? I need to know. I'm not down with the kids or the lingo anymore, so I
I'll
don't
never
really know.
say that ever again.
I'll never say that ever again, no. That was just weird.
Down with the kids.
Down with the youth. That sounds even worse, doesn't it, really? Oh, God. Ugh. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not really with today's lingo.
There we go.
That's kind of...
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that's better.
Much better.
Yeah. You know, your hair looks really, like, blonde on camera because of the lighting.
Well, it is very blonde.
And Barak's like, you called her fat? Press F to pay respect. It's a 5-year-old meme at this point. It's a 5-year-old meme, I don't really know, like, find out about it. Thought it meant fail. Jump off a cliff, less pain.
He called me fat. He really did.
Oh, don't milk it.
You did.
Stop milking it.
He called me fat.
Yeah,
And then he called me a bitch.
He called you a bitch on camera earlier.
He always called me a bitch.
Yeah. You call me stuff all the time. You call me the C word.
I did call you the C word earlier.
Yeah.
I got so annoyed with you.
So DH. So Les, you might come in, you know, and go on camera.
Or are you any other way?
Oh, damn it. New DLC is up with Warhammer. Where is Warhammer stream? I don't know. I haven't streamed like for a month or so. Because of my condition.
Could you hear the wind on the roof then?
So I will probably like have a look. What DLC is it? Because I'm on like really good terms with CA at the moment, so there may be possibility of me getting free shit from them in the kind of DLC game. So if there's new DLC, I might be able to get it and play it and whatnot. Ooh. I haven't played Warhammer properly. I haven't played Warhammer properly since the Skaven DLC last year. The Lizardmen and Skaven DLC. My Solus. It's my Solus. You should wait, I gotta get the emoji. Keep him there while I get my emojis. Spawn the Solus emojis. Emoji. Emoji.
Oh my god, you're nice and warm.
Solus emojis, he's on stream. Here we go. Good as new. I think he likes being on camera. He's such a baby though, isn't he? He has to be held all the time. So Calway, welcome. Panda, you are gorgeous. She is. What about my cat? My cat's gorgeous.
I love you turn that on the cat.
I've been playing Warhammer with the French lately. It's
funny that, isn't it?
Funny that, yeah. Coronavirus goes with Lyme's disease. Skaven and Dark Elves is a new Warhammer DLC. Ah, cool.
So happy he is just the elf.
I know, he does be an elf. He's a big softie.
He is a big softie.
You're gonna put him on my shoulder, are you?
Trying to, he won't go though.
Oh, you think he will? Oh! Run away, cat!
Let me get this one. Move in.
You're gonna get Luna as well. Let me get my emojis ready for Luna then. Where is the video and stream then, Susu? We did a Dark Elf campaign and now we're doing a Vampirates campaign. No, she's a bit more skittish. She's not too bad though. She's better than what she was about being held.
She's better than she was when Susu was here.
Yeah. He's grown a lot. Wow. Oh, he's massive now. we took him to the vets for a checkup.
Oh, she's liking that.
In January, about 3 weeks ago, I think. About that, probably. And he was over 4 kilograms now. He was 4.08, I think. And she was just under 4, but she's over 4 by definite now. She was like 3.99 kilograms. But yeah, they're massive, and it's quite scary because they're only like just over 7 months old. So and apparently like Maine Coons. Now I know they're not purebred Maine Coons, but purebred Maine Coons can grow until they're like 3 years old.
She's doing a butt wiggle.
They're a cross, so I don't know how they're gonna grow, but they're basically fully grown adult cats now at the age of 7 months.
The vet told us, didn't she, to keep an eye on their diet?
Yeah, the vet told us to
weight,
keep an eye.
But then, like, when you feel around the spines, they're not overweight.
Yeah, the vet told us to keep an eye on the diet because they can be a bit gutsy, I guess. Him more than her. Like, he has some trouble with his gums, doesn't he, where they're a bit red where the teeth are. So we have to, like, keep an eye on that. So we've got these dentable things which are supposed to help with it. They will eat Panda's nose in 3 years. Yeah, basically.
Do you think they'd eat my nose?
Probably. I think they eat anything, to be honest with you. They are rather gutsy.
They are rather
I had a tabby who was huge. Oh, lovely. What was your tabby's called? We've had loads of cats. Well, I've had loads of cats.
I've never had a cat.
Until now.
And now I have 2.
Now you got 2. But I had like... So, I had... When I was a kid, we had 2 black cats. One was called Oliver and one was called Sebastian. Oliver was a black long-haired cat and Sebastian was a short-haired cat. A short-haired? That doesn't make sense. Long hair and a short hair, they both were. They didn't live together. One came, then the other one came afterwards. Okay. Fuck. I don't know if my cats came or not. I should feel like I have to clarify that now. Thanks, Panda. Thanks, Dad. Oh, it's called Dagwood. Oh, lovely. But they were kind of feral when we had them, so they basically didn't stay. I think the one ran off somewhere, and the other one lived with a different house down the street, and they just adopted him instead, I think, or something. Just never saw him. It was weird because he came back like 3 months later, and it was like, oh, he's at the back door again. He's crying for food. And then he buggered off. I was only a kid at the time. I was like 8 or 9. But yeah, they were crazy. Then I had Lucky, who was like my big family cat. He was
your dad's cat.
He was my dad's cat, really. He was the breed's called I can't say it. Aegean, thank you. An Aegean cat, which is like a tabby sort of pattern on it, but quite white as well, like the sort of bottom of the face.
To look at.
Yeah.
He was a bastard otherwise.
But he was a little bastard. Like, he would like walk up to you and jump on your lap and be like, okay, this is fine, this is okay, it's acceptable. As soon as my dad come home from work, straight to the front door, feed me, love me, hold me. He was all that sort of thing. He was just all for my dad, and he would like, if my dad was in the house and all the rest of us were in the house, he would just ignore the rest of us completely. He'd just go to my dad constantly. He was well and truly my dad's cat. But we had him in 2003, and I think he was about a year old when we had him. Unfortunately, he was put down
2 years ago this year.
2 years ago this year. So he had a good long life with us.
He had cancer, didn't he?
He had cancer in the mouth, so unfortunately his like jaw and his teeth were like rotting away. He was awful, so we had him put down. But he had a long life with us, long healthy life. And then we had Pip then, which is quite a sad story, really, isn't it?
Pip was our cat.
Pip was like our cat, but I was still living at my parents' house, so it was like my parents' cat as well. He was a tuxedo cat, so black with like the white down the chest and everything. He was a little shit. Like Solus reminds me of him so much because he used to climb up on things. Like, I had a picture frame, my Game of Thrones picture frame, which is over on the wall there, over my parents' house, that was on the wall behind my computer, and he was climbing up there, and literally I had like the Witcher medallion hanging off it, and he literally jumped up and like knocked it flying and fell at the same time and knocked the picture and everything off the wall. Panicked, looked at me, and was like, did I do okay? It was like that sort of thing, as if he was like just too curious into everything. And I got some lovely photos of him underneath like my keyboard and stuff and just mucking about. But unfortunately he was put down. He had some sort of accident. We don't really know what happened, do we? Because I came home from work early that day.
We think we know what happened.
And we just found him in a bad way, didn't we? And unfortunately we took him to the vet straight away then, and they gave us. I think they gave us a bit of false hope.
They gave us 2 weeks.
They gave us 2 weeks and said if he can make an improvement in 2 weeks, then it might be good. He might be able to live. But his back end wasn't working. His back legs, he had no like feeling. It must be nerve damage or something.
He had feeling there. He just couldn't really move him, could he?
He couldn't really move him or anything. So after 2 weeks, that was it. Then unfortunately. And that was 2 years ago. That was 20. Cause that was the same year that Lucky was put down. Because Lucky was put down in the.
It was only about 2 months in between them.
Yeah, I think Lucky was put down in like March or something.
Pip was June.
But
I just started my job.
Yeah.
I can even tell you the exact date if you want me to.
But it was the first week of June.
5th of June.
5th of June he was put down. And obviously 2 weeks prior to that in May, the thing happened. So yeah, we lost 2 cats in a 3-month period basically, which is bloody awful. But then we moved in here, house, we've got our own house now. We've been here for nearly a year, which is crazy.
Next month is a year.
It's a year next month that we've been here, which is mad how quick that's gone.
We've been married 6 months.
Yeah, we have been married 6 months. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, it was. We've had the cats since August.
Yeah.
End of August, I think we had the cats.
21st, I want to say.
21st of August, we think, and they were little. Well, they're little shits anyway.
Tiny.
They're little shits anyway, but they were tiny, weren't they? Like we got pictures of him against your boot when we first went to visit them.
I know he's about 4 times the size of my boot.
And now he's like 4 times the size of.
He's easily 4 times the size of my
Yeah, easily 4 times the size of your foot now. He's bloody massive, and he's only going to grow bigger. It's crazy. So yeah, any final like questions or stuff? Let us know, and then we'll think about ending this soon. Then so. Another few minutes and then we'll be ending the stream. I've really enjoyed this.
Good.
I haven't streamed like for ages.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Well, I have, yeah. I just don't do it enough.
And I'll be like, I have. I swear I have.
I swear.
I really have.
I've really enjoyed this, I swear. It's because I like talking with people that I like, and I actually like the people who watch me. I'm not like the fake ass like streamers who all I see are like like dollar signs and whatever. In the chat, I'm not all about like the money and shit. I actually generally like my audience and my people who I consider my friends. So yeah, have you had a honeymoon yet? No, we haven't. Would you like to answer, or would you like me to answer?
I changed my mind.
You've changed your mind. We had like an idea of going to New Zealand, didn't we?
We're going after the Keyblade.
Oh shit! Cat's ass in the shot. Cat is on the keyboard.
They're pretty good at not actually going on the keyboard now.
Well, I don't know. He does go on the keyboard sometimes as he goes into shot by here. Hello, boy. How are you doing? Yeah. Don't you touch that for fuck's sake? She's like stop the stream.
It.
I know. She's a bugger for going on the keyboard. He will avoid it, I think, but her, she don't care. She just walks right over it.
Do you mind?
Yeah, we were going to go to New Zealand. That didn't really materialise. I think having the cats has kind of changed our perspective and thoughts on things, because we don't want to be away for too long. And
it's not fair, is it?
It's not fair on them, really. And we've talked about options like taking them to a cattery where they basically pay for them for the amount of days or whatever you're there. And they look after them. They'll put them in like a little enclosure together and stuff, and feed them few and stuff like that, and look after them. But I think we're just still discussing it. I think we've gone from having like a week or over a week in New Zealand to now looking at like 3 days or something in like Italy or somewhere, I think. So we're still kind of discussing it and working it out at the moment. But
my keyboard is disgusting.
But we'll see. My keyboard is disgusting. Thank you for telling the chat about that, by the way. Telling them I'm a pig and shit. I am about to take a shower since it's the end. Have a good night and was great for the short time. Thank you, Barak. I've really enjoyed it. It has been good. Right, I'm going to end it here. Oh, you hit me again.
I didn't mean to do that.
I'm getting abused by my wife. Help me.
I thought you didn't have your wedding ring on.
Wrong hands by here.
I literally panicked.
I have my wedding ring by here. Right, I'm going. I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. She's been my wife.